Okay, so this is how I analyze this problem. It tells me that the derivative at 3 is 2, meaning it's positive, right? Positive 2. And the second derivative is negative, meaning when I get my derivatives, when I get my slopes, they should be decreasing. Okay, so for each table here, I get the slopes. So the slope from 2 to 3 here is 2.5. And the slope from 3 to 4 is 1.5, right? While here, the slope is 2.5, and here the slope is 2. Here the slope is 2, and 3 to 4, the slope is 1.5. For D, the slope from 2 to 3 is 2. The slope from 3 to 4 is 2. For E, the slope is 1.5 from 2 to 3, and from 3 to 4, the slope is 2.5. Okay, so because it says that the second derivative is less than 0, so I can't have D, because the slopes here, the slopes are the same, 2 and 2, so it's not decreasing. Slope's not decreasing, so this is a no. Not okay, F double prime is not negative, not less than 0, because it's actually constant, 2 and 2. Now here, this is a no, because the slopes are actually increasing. From 1.5, it went up to 2.5. So here, the F double prime is, again, not negative. It's actually positive, because your slopes are increasing. From 1.5, it went to 2.5. So we now have to take a look at A, B, and C. So for they're all increasing. They're all decreasing. So for A, 2.5, it went down to 1.5. For B, from 2.5, it went down to 2. For C, from 2, it went down to 1.5. Okay? Now, we have to take a look at this condition here. F prime of 3 is equal to 2. So we have to remember that F prime of 3 is equal to 2. So between from going from 2 to 4, so somewhere here, the slope is actually 2. Here, somewhere here, the slope is actually 2, like between the 2.5. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to explain this. Okay, so if it is strictly decreasing, if your F double prime is strictly decreasing for the whole interval 2 to 4, so it shouldn't happen that the slope at 3 equal to 2, and it's going to be the same as the slope from 3 to 4, which is the same as 2 here. It can't happen like that. It has to decrease. So this is a no for me. And then for C, look at C. Or from 2 to 3, it's a 2. And then they tell us that at 3, it's also a 2. So it can't happen like that. You can have a 2 and a 2, because that means it's not decreasing. You understand what I mean? It's not going to be decreasing, because you have a 2 slope here from 2 to 3, and then at 3, the slope is again 2. Because they tell us that the slope at 3 is 2. So that means it was not decreasing. Okay? It's not decreasing at that moment. So this is again a no. The F double prime is not negative here. Okay? And here the F double prime is also not negative. Now if you look at this one here, okay, from 2 to 3, it's 2.5. See this? And then at 3, the slope is 2. They gave us that. So there's a decrease, right? From 2.5, it went to 2. And then going from 3 to 4, we get the slope of 1.5. Again, there's a decrease because from 2, it went to 1.5. So this is the only table of values which satisfies those two conditions that they gave us. Okay, so that's how I analyze this. Okay.